Welcome to day 55, Pillar 4, meditation. And I hope you've recognized this week each of these pillars as a type of meditation in themselves. Each practice we've done together this week has been more than a listening, journaling, cognitive process. It's been a settling into a frequency, sitting in that meditative space to allow a deeper, more embodied wisdom to come through. And that's really all that meditation is. It's accessing this deeper, more embodied space inside of us. So today we're moving from the outer pillars to the inner ones. Let's take a deep breath and settle into today's work. Beautiful. Now let's travel back in time to Module 5, Meditation and Turning Inward Toward Love. And one of the things I love about this module is just the title. For most of us, it's a new practice to turn inward to find love, rather than reaching outward to find love. So this was a new thought in and of itself. You also learned that meditation isn't about creating some perfect mental state of bliss. It's about meeting whatever's here with loving awareness and curiosity. It's becoming the witness, training the mind to focus the attention, understanding the way the brain works, the lower brain, the default and dorsal attention networks, and the higher brain, the control network that can take the pause, and the present center network, where we feel those higher brain waves of gamma and insight and creativity and presence. You learned about cultivating the refuge of inner stillness and really solidifying the 3 anchors that can reliably bring you back to presence anytime, anywhere. Breath, sense perception, and inner body awareness, that aliveness you feel in the body. We learned about bringing the practice into your day instead of just leaving it isolated on the meditation cushion. And by now, you've hopefully sat with yourself enough times to know what it feels like, how it goes for you, what your patterns are, what works for you to bring you back to center. With meditation, I always want you to remember, meditation is about being, not doing. And this is a teaching that I've so appreciated from Eckhart Tolle for my own practice. If we're not careful, meditation can just become one more doing thing on our checklist. We do meditation as a means to an end, instead of realizing that being is the only end that matters. So meditation as a chore or a checklist won't get us to being. Being is something we can only do by choosing it in the now. And it doesn't take any time to get to being. It only takes a decision, an awareness. So that's an important piece around meditation. Use meditation as a tool to being. Don't think of it as another doing. Now, if you don't have it out, make sure you've got your workbook page with you. And we start with the same prompt. As I've come to develop a personal meditation practice, I recognize. Column 1, the negative thought patterns that come through the voice in your head. What have you come to realize that the voice says to you when you sit down to meditate? This is a waste of time. You're not doing this right. You should be doing more. This is stupid. Or in life, the voice that says you're behind, you're not enough, you're an imposter. Name what the voice says when you're quiet enough to hear it, or any other blocks that show up for you when you're in that meditation space. And you can pause here as long as needed. Column 2, the helpful practices you want to continue. What is the meditation length, time of day, and form that actually fits your real life? Seated for 10 minutes in the morning? A walking meditation at lunch? My guided audio at night? A 2-minute pause before opening your laptop? 10 seconds of feeling the steering wheel in your hands before you drive off in your car? Be honest about what you'll actually do, not what you think you should do. You want all of your bottom lines to be realistic and something you can fully commit to so it can become a true anchor in your new normal. Pause me here as long as needed for you to complete this column. And finally, our freedom sentence. To me, freedom in my inner world means, let's slow this down. Again, create space for capital S self. Sink into your body. Let's breathe all the way down to the soles of the feet. And with each exhale, you're creating more space. When you imagine freedom in your inner world, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What's there to take note of? And what isn't there? Sometimes the best way to define this kind of thing is to name what it isn't. Today you write what feels true for you. Tomorrow we focus in on self-talk. Pillar 5. I'll see you there.